self that has separated from our core spiritual nature. Sadly, most people are operating within their fragmented self model and are very disconnected from what is actually their authentic being. Now, why is this important to know? And why is this also important to work on and to realign and correct, really? And that is because your fragmented self is a protective mechanism. It operates within a survival mindset, and it's always trying to seek some sort of control over itself and over its environment. And as you can imagine, it's not a very liberated, happy, fulfilling place to be. It's a space where you're approaching life as if you have to make it work and survive. And additionally, there's this idea that you have to earn your good and you have to earn love from people. You have to earn validation. And these are all far from the truth. These are just when you're operating under the fragmented self model. When you are aligned with your true spiritual core being, no matter what's going on in your life circumstances, you are operating from a place of joy, peace, and almost effortlessness. And that's because you are taking actions that are aligned with who you really are. And whether or not they pan out the way that you conceptually understand from the mind space, they are very fulfilling and they lead to better and better outcomes. So how do we reconcile? How do we really soothe the wound of the fragmented self? And that is through a very fundamental, basic understanding and implementation of self-love. Self-love is the ultimate healing balm for anyone who's struggling. And that's because it provides your nervous system, it provides your soul almost a reparenting experience where the wounds that you carry from your mother and your father that told you you had to be this way in order to have love, you had to do this in order to be successful, etc., those wounds are being remedied through your own parenting, through giving yourself the validation, giving yourself the attention and the love that was not available from your parents. And there is no blame and there is no shame towards the parents that maybe were deficit in these areas, because we all carry different wounds and they get transmitted onto each other, right? Their own fears become our own fears, or their own expectations become our own expectations, because that's all we know. And when we are young children, we are in a brain state wave that is highly absorbable. So we are absorbing in those spiritual wounds that they have, those mental blocks that they have, and we're making them and adopting them as our own reality. And by giving ourselves what we lacked, what we wish we would have had from our parents, we're remedying that.